What's up, you guys? This is Aldo with PragerU. We're here at UCLA to talk to the students about Veterans Day. This is going to be a good one. Let's go. Veterans Day is coming up on November 11th. When you hear Veterans Day, what do you think of and what does it mean to you?
Well, I think of vacation.
To be honest, I was never really educated that much on it, so I guess I don't know. I don't have any veterans in my family, so it was just kind of a day off.
One of my grandparents was a veteran, so it means honoring those that served in the war, and it's a little bit more emotional because my grandfather's gone now. He didn't die in war, but it always meant a lot to him.
Why do you think it's so important that we honor veterans?
Well, they served to protect us, and they put their lives on the line. I think they deserve our respect.
I mean, a lot of the time, the stuff they do is overlooked, and I feel like just having a day to remind everyone is important, and it does enough to kind of bring it in the forefront.
It's really important to not only honor them on one day, but honor them in general.
I have a neighbor actually who left his family for 18 months to serve in Djibouti, Africa, and he had 3 young children. That was a huge burden to his wife and young children, obviously, a burden to him to serve our country and be away from his family that long. So they're making huge sacrifices beyond what I could even digest, on a day-to-day basis.
People put their life on the line for us to have what we have, and you kind of also can't help but think about how they're treated when they come back and the circumstances that they face when they come back. It's not always been great.
We're spending a lot here and not enough here. Where the government spends their money has always reflected where their priorities were at.
I think we need to pass a lot more legislation to support ex-veterans. We can't forget about them. They dedicated a lot of their lives to this country, and then it's really of us to just turn around and forget about them after they're not active.
I mean, they're risking their lives, right? So I think it's important to value that for our country and stuff like that.
Do you think that we have a moral obligation as Americans to protect and honor our veterans after they come back from war?
I think so.
So right now, the California Department of Veteran Affairs spends less than $1 billion on their services. And in comparison, California spends $23 billion in tax dollars in services relating to illegal immigration. What do you think about that?
I think it should be the other way around.
How do you think that makes veterans feel when they hear that number?
Probably a little pissed off.
After hearing those figures, do you think that it's something to look into, that we should spend less on people that cross through the border illegally and maybe put more of that money towards homeless veterans?
My initial thought is that it does make more sense to prioritize the veterans, just because I think obviously if we had an unlimited supply of money, sure, it would take care of everybody, but at the end of the day, that's not the case.
I would understand if a veteran were to feel slighted. It feels shitty to feel like you're doing something for your country and then end up homeless, whether it be because of physical and mental disability or whatever else.
This is first time I'm hearing about it, but it's definitely eye-opening to hear.
Definitely don't think it's a black and white. I don't think you can just choose one side or the other. I feel like it's definitely depends on circumstance. However, the disparity is huge, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not a politician, so I can't really speak on anything. So.
Yeah, but you're an American, and you should be able to speak about anything.
I am an American, yeah.
And right now in California, we have 11,000 homeless veterans. A 2022 study found that as many as 44 veterans were dying every day to suicide. Veterans that are a higher risk of homelessness and of mental problems than the general population. And so as Americans, we have an obligation to help them first when they come back from overseas. And, when you hear figures like that so much more money is going into services for people that crossed over our border illegally, people that broke our laws, rather than our veterans who served our country. Do you think that that's fair?
I mean, I think they obviously came here for a reason too, and they deserve to have help as well.
I agree with you. I mean, I have compassion for people suffering anywhere, but each country, I think, should have the ability to decide who comes in and out of the country. Yeah. I mean, if I went to Mexico, let's say, cross through the border, should I be able to get services before one of their veterans gets helped first? Would that be fair to Mexico?
No, that wouldn't be fair.
So why do we do that here in America?
Kind of like on the airplane when they say you need to put your mask on before helping others. We need to take care of our own Americans, and then certainly I believe in immigration as well, but a legal way, and put funding toward that after we've sort of taken care of what we need to take care of at home.
So you think it's important for us to shed light on this and give more resources to our veterans?
100%, because I didn't know about it until you just brought it up, and I was like, holy And I don't think, even if Americans know about it, they're probably ignorant towards it.
Well, that's a wrap here at UCLA. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and if you haven't done it already, make sure you download the PragerU app so that you don't miss anything that we're doing. Sir, what do you think about Veterans Day? What do you think about our homeless veteran population? Anything, sir, please. What do you think about the illegal immigrants coming over and taking money from the veterans? He's trying to get away, you guys. He's never been confronted like this. Sir, please. $23 billion for the illegal immigrant services compared to under $700 million for our homeless veterans. What do you have to say? This is ridiculous. This is what happens every time you ask the left questions. They run, you confront them, and they have nothing to say because that's what it is. They're just nothing. Look at this. He's running away. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. PragerU is a 501c3 organization. Help us keep our videos free by making a tax-deductible donation today. I appreciate your support.